groups and is a typical fish of eastern waters. The area is also home of the trigger kembang, an expensive, much sought-after ornamental fish. Also found here is the kepe fish. Going deeper to around 30 meters, we could still see coral reefs. But in addition, we found several soft corals such as sponges that resemble the shape of a barrel, gorgonian, and akar arus that grow on flat white sand. Another interesting thing was found at a depth deeper than 30 meters. There, we saw fine white sand in which lived thousands of ular laut pemalu, or shy sea snake, that instantly disappear into the sand when approached. This again is an additional good point for a diving spot at Pulau Woning, so that we unanimously named this diving location Woning Gardens. When we are about to wrap up our first diving excursion, the sudden appearance of a turtle startled us. But it disappeared as quick as it came. We only had time to shoot just a glimpse of the animal. After making an observation in the morning around the south side beach of Pulau Woning, we stumbled into a turtle that finished its egg-laying task rather late and was about to lumber back into the sea. We estimated the beast weighed about 150 kilograms. Before it plunged back into the sea, we took pictures of it, with a team huddling around it. Indeed a rare opportunity. Apparently still looking untouched by human hands, this egg-laying site on Pulau Woning needs to be established as a conservation zone in the future. The sight of turtles at this location is not surprising, because Pulau Woning is also known as Pulau Penyu or Turtle Island. As related by local fishermen, hundreds of turtles at certain times come ashore, and like troops, they escort a huge turtle that is 1.5 meter long and is said to have 6 flippers. Pulau Woning is one of the uninhabited islands, and so far only serves as a stopover place for fishermen in the vicinity. The island is surrounded by a wide sandy beach and looks good for sunbathing. Quiet natural surroundings, plus the sound of waves and wind, as if liberates us from the disquieting hustle and bustle of the city. An overnight stay on this uninhabited island, for us, is like setting foot on an entirely new continent, which is naturally fit for a foreign tourist's dream destination, who, so far, only know Pulau Lombok and Pulau Komodo. Pulau Mengur is inhabited by fishermen and lies east of Pulau Woning, from where it can be reached in 23 minutes by motorboat. We took time to stop by at the Mengur fishing village. On arrival, we were met by a bunch of kids of about the same age. Apparently, population growth here is quite high, and this condition could probably be attributed to the villagers' daily diet of seafood. Fishing is the major livelihood of the people of Mengur. Every day, they set off to sea in tiny boats using simple fish-catching tools like angling rod and spear, and most of the catch is consumed by the family, while some is sold in town. A typical catch consists of a kind of grouper fish and coral fishes that have commercial value. The villagers live a simple and frugal life, and they follow a local wisdom that is whole and virtuous. Their using rowboats naturally limit their fish-catching range to the waters just around the village. This is the song Fang Nanang, or Love and Affection, a call for unifying the people of the K ethnic group.
Batang imliik intinaa ohoy no Batang imliik intinaa dit mo wir insosonilar baba haramehe yanan ubun wir insosonilar baba haramehe yanan ubun.
Several water areas around the islets of Tual possess the potential for pearl shell cultivation, such as in the Strait of Yamtal village, where a pearl industry is already in operation, employing local people. The waters of Kota Tual produces prime quality pearl and is much sought after by tourists. Kota Tual also boasts several souvenir shops that sell genuine Tual pearl.
Kalau yang hijau itu berapa harganya?
Per biji 800.
800. Itu dari
Tual, Pak.
Dari Tual.
Iya.
Mutiara dari laut ya?
Iya, dari laut merah.
Harganya sama 800 juga.
800.
Kalau pembeli umumnya dari mana?
Dari Tual, dari Jawa.
Dari Jawa.
Dari luar negeri juga.
Dari luar negeri ya?
Iya.
Kalau turis-turis
Biasa, Pak.
suka ke sini?
Iya.
In addition, the shells can be made into souvenirs such as wall decorations and used as a medium for calligraphic works. Another potential water culture is seaweed that has already been cultivated at several fishing villages. The produce contributes to the fishing community's economy and it has good prospects to supply the export market because world demand for seaweed remains high. Besides, specific local delicacies made of seaweed like jelly, dodol, a kind of taffy, and other tidbits could be made available for the tourists' enjoyment and delight. Besides the rather far-lying small islands, Kota Tual also boasts several tourist spots in its vicinity, like an island in the sub-districts of Dula Utara and Dula Selatan, one of which is Difur Beach. The beach is just 25 minutes away from Kota Tual by car or motorbike. Difur Beach offers scenic green hills that slope down to a lovely white sandy beach where visitors can relax and sunbathe. Cottages and huts are also available here, where holiday makers can take a rest and enjoy the peaceful and soul-soothing atmosphere. Difur Beach is a good getaway choice for domestic tourists and the local community, where they do not have to cross the sea and just get there by car or motorbike. Another diving spot besides Pulau Woning is one at Pulau Tayando Yamru, exactly at the Medvite Sea Gardens. Medvite is located not far from the Tayando Yamru village.
Sementara ini tim melakukan kegiatan diving dengan posisi antara Desa Yamru dengan lokasi diving kurang lebih 2 km.
The next diving session was to observe the spread and variety of coral reefs at the Medvite diving spot near Yamru village. This diving site did not differ much from that at the Woning Gardens. The coverage and density of the coral reef of around 85% was considered good. Coral varieties included the branched species such as Acropora, Montipora, Gorgonian, and several soft coral types. The seabed had a slightly sloping outline with an average depth of about 10 meters. The water clarity allowed a range of vision of around 30 to 40 meters with medium current speed, all of which fairly met the criteria for developing it into a good diving spot. Another plus point was the high biodiversity of the fish population that we found here, where we came upon schools of coral fishes like the high-nosed parrotfish and other coral fishes. Indeed, another fascinating experience that the divers would never forget. A little further afield, we stumbled into squamosa oysters that used to bury themselves in the sand bed, and Tridacna gigas oysters that can grow to a size of 1 meter. Although relatively close to a fishing village, we found abundant coral fishes that have commercial value, such as the grouper, baronang fish, and several high-priced ornamental fishes. Boulders of rock were also seen here on which grew the Gorgonian fan coral and other soft corals. All the findings indicated a promising condition for establishing a diving spot.
Karena itu kami mengundang kepada seluruh wisatawan yang sedang berkunjung ke Bali, ke Jawa, ke Sumatera, sekali-sekali tolong datang ke Tual untuk melihat keindahan Tual yang rawan itu. Selain daripada itu, para investor juga yang bergerak di bidang pariwisata, saya juga menghimbau untuk bersama-sama datang ke sana untuk menyaksikan keindahan alam dan itu bisa terekspos. Ada event-event seperti event Banda dan sebagainya itu bukan Banda saja yang dilihat, tetapi wilayah-wilayah seputaran Banda itu antara lain juga di Tual, Kepulauan. Itu cukup bagus, tapi memang selama ini masih terisolir, terpencil sehingga belum dikenal. Sekarang ini perhubungan udara sudah cukup lancar sehingga semua pihak sudah bisa datang ke sana tanpa ada halangan. Pemerintah daerah sepenuhnya bersama-sama dengan masyarakat menerima dengan senang hati kedatangan daripada saudara-saudara kita ke sana.
It is not surprising that a number of researches done in the area have come to the conclusion that the level of biodiversity present in the eastern waters, especially around Laut Arafura and Banda Islands, deserve to be called a paradise of sea gardens. The waters of Kota Tual, being a part of Laut Arafura and the Banda Islands, therefore have the potential to be developed into an excellent diving destination. This visual documentary provides a clear picture and description of the facts and realities that support the conclusion that Kota Tual fulfills all the requirements to become an excellent diving destination that is on a par with the sea gardens of the Banda Islands, Wakatobi, and Laut Arafura, all of which happen to occupy a place within the convergence point of a biodiverse migratory pattern in the tropical eastern waters of Indonesia.
Batas